live. Oh, hey, look at that, we're live. Welcome back, everybody. Dirk the Red Panda here with our favorite game, Tennis Ace. And with our favorite character, Shoichi. Everybody has their favorites, but this one's gonna be a very exciting episode in particular, and I think y'all know why. This is gonna be day 22 Shoichi, which means we get some nice stuff going on. Some YouTube friendly-ish stuff. I kid, but anyway, I'm just messaging Basket right now. Oh, my message, or my Dirk the Red Panda chat message. Oh, that's my upload spot. Never mind, I just messaged myself. Cool. Now to tell Basket that I'm live. And now he knows. So, yeah, I haven't played Shoichi's Route in like 3 months, and oof, this is gonna be exciting. I'm gonna be glad to finally get some cracking into this because we've all been waiting for this. I thought the last update was gonna be the one where it would happen, but you know, things happen. Yeah, I'll just wait for him to join. I'll just hide the Discord window. Anyway, he'll catch up sooner or later. Alright, so glad you guys are excited. Thanks, Urban Monkey. Hey guys, can you not spoil it this time? Throw it back to password. Anyway, just double checking. My voice is not messed up, right? Oh, help. So, anyway, I've wasted 2 minutes of your guys' life. You'll never get those back. So, with all of that out of the way, which page am I on? Let me see if I can change the page names. Day 21. Can I? No, I can't. Come on, Basket. You gotta be like all the other novels and have your name be changed for the page. Come on. So, page 4 is Shoichi's page. Just keeping that for a mental note. So, anyway, with all of that out of the way, please no spoilers on how I get the suck. Let's get into the reading. But I still like it. Oof. June 3rd. June 3rd's gonna be a national holiday now. Could be National Shoichi Day. Oh no! We got our first little technical glitch. Aha. Day 22's all jagged up. Anyway, I just pace back and forth nervously around the living room, unable to bring myself to relax. Unable to just let my asshole just open. For some reason, I feel really uneasy. Plot convenience. The last message Shoichi sent me was on Thursday after he got home from the festival. Good night. Talk to you tomorrow, was all he said. For some reason, since he didn't say anything afterwards, I've been worrying the whole time. Oh, there's our little bro. Are you waiting for a mail or something? Speaking of which, I just got my new license because California made us renew our licenses early because we can't fly without a renewed license. Thanks, California. You're great. So anyway, I have that like right next to me here on the side. But anyway, it's not about me. It's about me criticizing the game. Anyway, moving on. Aki turns around on the couch and climbs on his knee, his head peeking atop the back of the sofa. FBI app slowly coming on. What mail? It's a Sunday. I think not. It was June 3rd on a Saturday. I think it was a Saturday, it said. Did it say Saturday? Hold on. Double checking. I gotta fact check this. Saturday! I told you! Anyway. I'm sorry, I'm just like really giddy today. Like, I had a interesting day. Anyway, it's a Saturday, not Sunday. He shrugs. I don't know. Some high priority delivery goes out on Sundays. Or Saturdays. Well, that's a fair point. This isn't the case here. How am I supposed to know? You never tell me anything. Right. I guess that's a fair point. So, what's going on? I tap on my phone screen for a few seconds, never really doing anything with it or typing anything. I merely contemplate how much information I want to give, if any at all. The last thing I want to do is to say or do something that might alienate my little brother. Well, I had invited Shoichi to spend the night here this weekend, and he said he was going to check with his dad, but he wouldn't accept the $20 bill I shoved in his underwear. But, well, he hasn't said anything since Thursday, and I'm afraid he might have had a problem with his father or something. Don't worry, we have much greater daddy issues in our other novels. And in real life. Not gonna go into that detail. Is that it? Wait, did somebody say the stream is actually ending? No, don't end. Or did somebody else's stream end? Oh, well. Oh, somebody was saying about someone else. I'm gullible today. Yep, I'm there. And I just revealed Basket's location. Anyway. Is that it? Yeah. I kinda expected more of a reaction. For some reason. I feel a little bit miffed. You know also what also rhymes with miffed? Stiffed. Oh no, that I was trying to be clean and then that totally backfired on me. Good job, self. High five myself. Anyway, I wouldn't worry so much. Shoichi's dad is strict. He might have just done something that got him grounded. Isn't he a little bit old for that? You never know. Some people operate by a totally different set of rules. You can't rule out the possibility. Besides, Shoichi even has a curfew, and a really strict one. Even my curfew is less restrictive. Your mom's not even home. Who the hell gives you a curfew? Your mom's just probably gonna be like, just be home, whatever. Cause she's working all the time. Like, come on, don't pull that crap out of Saki. That's also a fair point. I'm sorry, Basket, that I'm totally tearing into your novel right now. Like, I'm in such a sassy mood right now, and half of the reason is because I watched a dance recital, and part of it was very, very sassy. Is an Indian dance ritual that my friend just went through to become, I don't know, it's like something to be like a higher level dancer or whatever. Like, I don't know the whole the whole like specifics about it, but basically the whole performance was like, the translation for the name was like ascending or whatever. Like basically she ascends through dance or whatever to her next level. So it was really cool. But yeah, boy did that get me in a talkative mood because I had to talk a lot afterwards. Oh, this is so unlike me. God, I hate it when he makes good points. I don't want to be proven to be irrational for worrying, damn it. I need a break from my own mind. Same here. Still, I wish you'd told me he might show up this weekend sooner. Oh, why is that? Well, I have my own sex. Nope, we ain't going there. Nope. I totally fell into a hole that I just dug myself in. I am dead. RIP. FBI is coming in right now, and I am dead. Thank you very much. Pretend that never happened. Please, if Cetus, you're editing this, please pretend this never happened. Anyway, and I know Aki is, he's 12. I was gonna say, I'm like, what was his age again? Anyway, can't be worse than the Shun thing for Morinatsu. So, why is that? Some of my friends were bugging me about organizing a gaming night, and since I didn't have anything better to do, I agreed. Now I won't have the chance to spend time with Shoichi ni. Oh, sorry. I guess I forgot to tell you. Meme Lord's part of the FBI. Please save me! I just said one word. So, it's not like I had plans to hide it from him, but at least you weren't gonna hide that from him. I'm not gonna lie, part of me is relieved he's not gonna be home. Ooh, he knows. Given how handsy Shoichi has been getting lately. What am I thinking? We're just gonna have a regular sleepover like we usually do. Like what all 18-year-olds do. Fine, get out of the gutter. So when do you leave for this sleepover of yours? At 1 p.m. They wanted to do a movie marathon before we started playing games overnight. Aw, my little kid brother is finally gonna spend his first weekend without studying. I'm so proud. That's such a weird thing to be proud of. You're a weirdo. Hey, is that really how you respond to someone complimenting you? How rude. Rude? Hey, you don't have to pout like that. I'm just joking. Well, mostly. You used to be so cute. What the hell happened to you? He's still a cute brother to me. I like him. He's making funny faces too. He's being cute, but in a little brother cute way. That is very normal. Anyway, why are you staring me at? Why are you staring me? Ugh, take 5, take 6, take 7, take 8. Kill me now. Why are you staring at me like that? It's creepy. Come on, Tennessee's chat, back off. Starting. Take 8. Staring? I'm not staring. It's perfectly normal. Or I'm perfectly normal. Even more inaccurate. Sure. Whatever you say. My facial expression can't be that obvious. Can it? By the way, Nikki, can I ask you a question? Oh, sure, I guess. What is it? Are you and Shoichi dating now? My heart. He knows. ... And that's when I passed out. What? I'm gonna take that as a yes. Also, ow, my ears. Well, why are you asking me that all of a sudden? I don't know. I just kind of got that feeling. You two have been acting much closer and spending much more time together lately. Hithaka-chan even told me you basically stole Shoichi away so you two could dance together at the festival. What? Why would you say something like that to my brother? So, are you? I mean, I'm asking to make sure, but I'm already 99% certain anyway. Then why are you even asking, you twerp? That is... I just... And do keep in mind that if you say no, I'm gonna double check with Shoichi, and we both know he can't lie to save his life. Now you're just doing this to tease me. Gee, you think? So it really is a yes then. I just wanted that D. Just wanted the 7-incher. That's good. I'm happy for you too. What? Wait. Back up just a second here. Did he even not blink at the whole thing? What? Is there anything wrong with what I said? I mean, don't you find it in the least bit weird? We're both guys after all. Why would you? You two have always had a lot in common. You obviously like each other. If it works, it works. I don't know why, but getting accepted this easily just makes the whole thing feel anticlimactic. We needed plot conflict. We needed a story arc. Outer Place knows now. I'm sorry, Basket. So, you really were covering for us last Saturday when you dragged Haruki away to the market with you guys. Yeah, I was already pretty sure what was going on, and I didn't want him to intrude on you guys. It was pretty obvious Shoichi wanted to be alone with you. No, Yuri. Don't imply such things yet. He has the gaydar, though, meme lord. I agree with you there. I could totally see him just being a normal, straight guy. He just seems like a very chill, accepting dude. And the guy who's gonna be smarter than his older brother is gonna be like one of the smartest people on the planet that will somehow take over the planet, but spare us. It's a 17 centimeter. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Could it be a 7-incher? Or 7 centimeter? I guess you guys will have to find out. So, I knew I wasn't being overly fussy when I told Shoichi he was too obvious. And this doesn't change anything for you. Other than the fact that now I'm gonna be owed one extra birthday and Christmas present. Not really. For some reason, that answer really annoys me. Just don't treat Shoichi like you did your exes. If he stops coming over because you were an idiot, I'm gonna get really mad. Aki's gonna just burst out and be like, Aki, smash! And then just destroy everything. Maybe. Either that or he's gonna be like the next Megan and then just totally booby trap the house. Either way. That was so pure before Dirk. I am so sorry. I was once an innocent boyo like you and everybody else here. And then the furry nation attacked. So, Jesus, first Saya and now Aki? Why is everyone threatening me over this? I can't be that unreliable. Well, I guess this is one fewer people whose reaction I have to worry about. I can't imagine Mom minding it too much. At most she'll be shocked. But then again, so will most people. I guess. I'm not so sure. I really hope so, though. You worry too much. I'm sure Mom is just going to be happy you're happy. You are happy, right? I don't know. I think so. It's definitely something I've never felt before, but I can't make sense of it. For an older brother, you really lack in emotional maturity. Stunted development is no laughing matter, you know. Burned. Well, okay. Since when do you even know half of those terms? When do you even know half of those terms? Come on, little kid. Stop being smarter than me. I feel dumb now. Anyway, don't talk down to me like I'm a child. Then stop acting like one. You know words. Stop stuttering and use them. Oof, that is a badass. That is a badass diss. You know words. Stop stuttering and use them. Puts on glasses. Explosion. I need sound effects for this. Wonder what June's sexing looks like. Oh god, that's gonna be like... It's gonna be like 5 years later. It's gonna be like how the Echo updates take forever. Nah, I have faith in Basket. It only took Basket about 2 years to get to this. So... Is that gay, I sense? In my household? Am I Christian server? Alright. And quickly before I move on, yes, I'm still going to be playing Password. I'm just not sure if Day 7 has been updated for Dean or Tyson yet. I might even add another route because it's just such a fun novel. Yeah, I just love playing it. Kind of like what I did with Tennis Days, where I just got stuck with like all the routes and was like, I love them all. Anyway, I need to stop stuttering and use my words as I move on. Why am I getting sassed by a child? And worse, why am I not even talking back? I'll admit that I'm a bit worried about specific people finding out. Like who? Stares at the camera. Well, he'd the good chan for one. Yeah, it would probably sting for her. For what it's worth, I don't think it would take her too long to get over it. She has a big crush on you, but she's not in love with you. No offense, but how would you know? Easy. I do the one thing you don't do, and I stay in touch with people. You know, with those words you don't use. God, if you exist, please give me patience. Because if you give me strength, I'll smack this kid upside the head. I feel like he's used this term before. I feel like Nico would be closer to being Hulk than Aki. Like, Nico's just straight up jock rage mode like half the time. Like, he's got the smarts of a jock, like low key. This is what happens when you become a pro in a sport. Your GPA goes to crap. I know this because one of the best up-and-coming volleyball players right now in the US pretty much sucked when he went to college academically, and then still won the national championship twice. If you know who he is, you know. All I know is that he's way better than me. Anyway. Besides, I won't lie, it'd be good if she got over you. Amen to that. I mean, why is that? No reason. No! Don't do this! Don't do this, Basket! No! No! Bad Basket! Get back in the gutter where you belong. And please send me another novel. No, I'm kidding. Anyway. That better not be implying I'm stuttering. I need to start using them and stop stuttering. It is mentioned in the game that you made it to the college prep class due to his high grades but declined it. Yeah, but... Okay, there's somebody else I should compare him to. Okay, low-key, he's like this one person I knew who was like one of the best players on our team in high school. He was like super athletic and all that stuff, and super smart academically, but ended up being the clumsiest bastard, like, socially. Like, it was hilarious how bad this dude was. Like, just being social. Oh, basket's here? Who knew? Anyway, I'm hoping that it's not Aki and Hithaka. The family tree turns into a ladder at that point. So why do I get the feeling he's hiding something from me? And why do I get the feeling that I shouldn't specify it? Well, less of a feeling and more of a certainty. Anyway, I'm gonna go get ready. I'm leaving in an hour and I need a shower. Turns out he's going on an all-night date. He's gonna go to the same park as we did with June. It's just gonna be him and Hithaka just like riding the boat ride or whatever. That'd be fun for them. Puppy love. Literally. Yeah, he is an idiot savant. Thanks, Dumpcat. That's what I was looking for. I'm like, that's the term. Shoichi is now a D&D character. When the little brother takes his older brother's girls. Oh god, that sounds so sad. Or even worse, he'll be Mr. Steal Your Curl. Anyway, sure. Did you get Mom's permission before she left? No. Feel free to do so in my place if you want. Hey, that's not how things work here. If you don't have permission, then I can keep you from going. The threat would be much scarier if you had made that same bluff tons of times before. I swear, no one takes me seriously around here. Begone, thought. And he's gone. Eventually, I've taken to sitting on the couch waiting for some kind of response. I'm holding out for a hero until the end of the night. He's gotta be fast. He's gotta be strong. And he's gotta be fresh from the fight. The volleyball fight against Haruki. Or, yeah, is it Haruki? I think it's Haruki. I don't know. I just figured out it was Case K last month. Case K. Because then I started watching Neon Genesis Evangelion, and then there's a character named Kensuke, who's voice acted by my favorite voice actor, Ben Diskin. Amen to that. Love him as Haida. Love him as Kensuke. Loved him in Kids Next Door. He's my childhood. Anyway, now that Aki is gone and I'm all by myself, I have nothing distracting me from worrying about the lack of messages from Shoichi. He'll pay back for it. He usually messages me every day, even more so after we started dating. I'm not used to him going this long without answering me. God, I need a hobby. If only I could pursue a hobby that's could make me money or something that was really popular and that could give me a lot of notoriety and sponsorships, but I don't need those sponsorships. Man, that would be great. Anyway. Coming. Why is someone knocking on our door? The amount of density this guy has could just sink to the bottom of the ocean. Ugh. Why is someone knocking on our door all of a sudden? Oh no, the chat got disconnected. No! Chat, don't do this to me. Hello, chat? Question mark. Let's see if that works. Okay. Shoichi is very tall. Everything... Yes. Everything has to be proportional. Stop making me have penis envy. I literally played a game of Cards Against Humanity, and the two cards that my friends sent me for like, what is my problem or something like that, or what is my I'm not sure if it was addiction or what was my problem, or what was the one thing I can't get over. Oh no, wait, it was what was my addiction, and my top two answers that I got from that were penis envy and not reciprocating oral. I'm like, that is so me though. That is so me. Like, basic blonde girl here from the valley. I'm not from the valley. I'm 20 minutes from the valley. Hey! There we go. Was someone supposed to come over today? Yeah, I don't really remember. My reaction would be, best boy? Is that you? There is another knock on the door, and this time I respond with a little less patience. Yeah, I'm coming. Calm down. Or you could be like me who just yells, "What?" at the door, and then it turns out it's my cousin who's a cop. And then I realize that my life is over. I unlock the door, sliding it open to see who has been knocking, and... oof, I wonder who it is. Wow. I see a tall blue husky staring down at me with a goofy smile on his face, instead of a shorter blue husky with a smile on his face, secretly hiding in the chat. What, Shoichi? Good afternoon. Sorry to just drop by without a word. No, that's alright. Come on in. Shoichi walks along with me, putting a hand on my head and lightly petting me as we make our way to the living room. Wow, the house is really quiet. Is no one else home? Nah. Turns out Aki's scheduled to spend the night at a friend's house, and they're gonna be doing a movie marathon or something. Ooh, sounds like fun. We should do one of our own. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. He's acting so casual. He's not changed expressions once. He's literally walked in with the same expression and just stared at my soul with his penetrating grin and green eyes. His green eyes are like the kryptonite, burning into my heart and killing me alive. Thanks for watching my haiku poetry thing. Not Doki Doki Literature Club, but it will suffice. Thank you very much. Coffee snaps. Anyway, gonna get a little sip. Had some spicy Indian food before this, and my throat keeps getting dry so fast. These ice cubes are god tier right now. I'll be having more than a foodgasm later on. Can my thirst be quenched? Let's find out. Even though he's left me worried, he's acting like nothing happened. Maybe I'm just being unreasonable, but it's not like Shoichi to be like this. He usually always apologizes whenever he goes long without contact. He knows I'm prone to worrying, and he's always been mindful of it. I don't want someone I care about just going away suddenly again. If you don't mind me asking, though, I was a bit worried about you. How come you didn't message me after the festival? That's not a big deal. Are you sure? Your face doesn't look like it's not a big deal. I just had some problems. Nothing major. Oh, I'm already familiar with this game. No wonder the sad music. There is zero chance I'm going to hear that and we'll just drop it. What happened? Can't we just let it go? It's not important anyway. Are we really going to start a relationship by keeping secrets from each other? That kind of hurts. Okay, so the chat's working there, but it's not working on my YouTube window. Let me restore it. Chat, why you dead? You're working on my OBS, weirdly enough. Anyway, sad moment continues. Oh boy. My heart's gonna get wrenched from my soul, isn't it? Or from my body. Now you're just playing dirty. I'm not gonna lie, I totally stole that line from a random TV show. I just want you to be honest with me, that's all. If it really isn't a big deal, then you have no reason not to tell me. Fine. So, I didn't tell you this before, but after the volleyball finals, I got scouted again. Oh, Saya already told me about this. I'll just act like nothing's happened and I'll let him tell me the full story. By, the Ekata Panthers. Biggest team in the country, huh? Let me guess, you're gonna say no. Huh? I expected you to have more of a reaction. Oh, sorry. Let me try again. Oh wow, the Panthers? No way. When was this? What did you tell them? Shoichi stares at me with a dissatisfied look on his face, clearly annoyed at my reaction. I take back what I said. I prefer the earlier reaction. You got what you asked for. Now please. Or you get what you asked for. Now please, continue the story. Yeah. Sure thing. Anyway, like I was saying, I got scouted by the Panthers and, well, I guess I didn't really give them an answer by then. I still had what you said to me in mind, I guess. I couldn't bring myself to say no. What did I say? Oh my god. Oh, the thing where he's like, you gotta do what you love and not just do what your dad wants. I know this. Okay. Wait, it just went completely silent. Oh boy. Big decision time. This is big brain time. Never mind. More dramatic music ensues. And I still mean it. Chase your dreams, damn it, Shoichi. Chase your fucking dreams. You're chasing my dreams further than I did. Sad music in the background. I have to admit, I'm happy that you were considering it. I don't want you to have to give up on your dreams. I want you to be honest with yourself about what you want. It's not that easy. You have an entire support system built around encouraging you to chase after your dream of going pro. I don't have that. I don't have that. You don't have to feel bad about it, though. It's not like it's your fault. Either way, the real issue is my dad. There it is. I knew it. The scouts showed up yesterday morning while I was still asleep, so my dad was the one that saw them. Fuck! Oh my god, he's gonna be like, the dad told him to F off or he said no for Shoichi. I'm gonna fucking kick them. I hadn't told him about them showing up. I usually always tell him when I turn down an offer because it makes him really happy. But since I didn't turn it down, I thought I'd just keep it quiet. He wasn't happy about that. What? He can't be that unreasonable, can he? My heart is breaking. Oh, stop it! Let him chase his dreams! Shoichi merely stares at me with a sad smile on his face, as if he didn't want to say anything bad about his father, but at the same time, not being able to bring himself to disagree with me. I feel tightness in my chest when he looks at me like that. What happened? Well, he was pretty mad. Said he couldn't believe I was hiding things from him. That he thought he raised me better than that. Isn't it ridiculous? He'd throw such a fuss over such a small thing. I don't understand. Up until last week, I thought you weren't pursuing volleyball because you didn't want to. Now that I know it's because of your dad, it makes even less sense to me. Why would he be so against it? It's not a nice thing to say. What isn't? Shoichi smiles mournfully. By now, it's already become easy for me to spot when he's hiding his true feelings from me. It's so weird. This smile of his used to be so good at deceiving me before. Why is it that now I can see how fake it is so easily? He doesn't like athletes. Says they're all overpaid circus clowns. Among other things that aren't nearly as nice. He hates the idea of me pursuing sports as a career. Says I'd end up as a drug addict when the fame went over my head. Can you believe he'd say something like that about his own son? I'm surprised he would let his own son be best friends with a circus clown, quote unquote. Like, that's interesting for him his whole life to be like, you can't pursue volleyball as a career, but your friend, who cares about him? You could be best friends with that kid who's going pro in tennis. Oh, I hate it so much. The irony hurts. What? That's ridiculous. Professional athletes are well-respected members of society. There's nothing wrong with being an athlete. Yeah. Not only that, it's not like the athletes themselves decide on how much they'll be paid. Excuse me. Payment depends on how much money they make for their sponsors and teams. There's no conspiracy to overpay them or anything. Yeah. And he's known me for 12 years now. He knows I've always wanted to go pro. Okay, there it is. At least he mentions it. So does that mean he also thinks I'm going to be some future drug addict with no future? Yeah. Oh, crap. The fates of lovers who are disapproved by Shoichi's dad. I don't even know what else to say. I can't believe Takehiko-san could hold such a bad opinion of me and other athletes in general. And Shoichi was forced to grow up listening to this his whole life while secretly dreaming of going pro himself? Okay, that hurts my heart even more. At first I was like, oh, Shoichi's thinking very practically, but when you get that many offers to become pro and go into the high performance programs, that hurts to reject and say no every single time because your dad says no. That is heartbreaking. That's just too cruel. He said that since I was hiding it from him, then that must have meant I was considering it. I tried to deny it, but I guess he saw right through me. I'm not a very good liar, huh? So he tore into you for considering going pro. That's... I want to say it's ridiculous. I want to scream about how awful it is. I want to call Takehiko-san all kinds of names in the book. I didn't even like his dad in the first place, outer place. Just throwing that out there. He's low-key like Kato, but worse. If anybody's played that novel. Spoilers? But I know that even if Shoichi is upset over this, if I did that, I would only end up hurting Shoichi even more. It's strange. I had been feeling kind of confident in myself thanks to you. But all of it is just gone now. I feel just as useless as I did before. You're not useless. Don't you know just how many people rely on you? No one would do that if you were useless. I'm not so sure. He looks so utterly defeated. What can I even say to him when he's like this? Oof, that second one sounds like it would just throw you down a rabbit hole. Low-key, this one's gonna be the one that causes all the chaos, but I know it's the right answer. I want this to be the right answer. Basket, I'll kick you. I'll just kick you. If you, not from the chat or anything, just physically come to Brazil and just kick you if agree with him for now's the right answer. I am hoping to God it's ignore your father. That's a good third option, Urban Monkey. Look, your dad doesn't know what he's saying. There's no point even listening to him anymore. It's not that easy, Nee. He's my father. So what? He's already proven himself to be a biased jerk who doesn't care about tearing you down for having different plans about your future than he does. He just wants what's best for me. You can't seriously be trying to justify him. If he wanted what was best for you, then he wouldn't say such hurtful things to you. He had to. I'm a real big idiot, so it was the only way he could get me to listen. I know, that's a tough thing. It's like, I want to help him with that. It's like, I can't just let him get kicked on the ground like that. Like, you gotta stand up for yourself, man. Like, that's the thing. I am relating so hard to Shoichi, like, when people have told me what to do, what's the best career, what's the best thing for me. And it's like, for Shoichi, it's like, you want to pursue this volleyball career. You have such potential. You're one of the best volleyball setters in your country or age group or whatever right now. And yet you don't get a shot because your dad thinks it's obscene. He thinks you're just going to become, like, poor and impoverished afterwards, or just... He thinks it's going to be like a rock star complex. Like, that's horrible to turn down something that your son loves so much and just make him like you, to make him into your clone because that's what you think is safe. That's what you think is reasonable. I totally get that. Like, when people are like, oh, you have such good parents, they have such good intentions for you and all that. Wanting your kid just to be in the same career path or the same kind of field somewhat as you just because it's safer doesn't justify it. It's like, you can't control your kid all your life. You gotta let them have their own thoughts. Anyway. Shoichi, stop trying to cover for him. You don't get it, okay? Stop trying to stick your damn nose where it doesn't belong. Oh, the second one reveals more about him. Oof, that hurts. That hurts. We both seem to be equally shocked. Shoichi just raised his voice at me. Never thought I'd see the day where something like that would happen. As soon as he realized it, all the fight drained out of his body and he took a few steps back, slumping onto the nearby couch. Sorry. Shoichi muttered a weak apology, his voice incredibly soft and meek. I walked up to him, taking a seat right at his side and wrapping an arm around his waist. It's okay. Okay, Basket did say that the other one gives you backstory on Shoichi, though. But does it affect the outcome? I don't want to screw it up just because I wanted to make Shuichi follow his dreams. If you just let him do this, it's like, it just hurts. It's okay, no harm done. I wonder if I really mean that. You know, I've always hated that about you. What? I pull away, shocked at these sudden words. Shuichi hates me? I'm very confused now. You're always so disgustingly confident and positive. You try to put everyone up to your standards without stopping to think that maybe not everyone has an easy time as you. What do you mean? You know, I really used to hate the word genius when I was younger. I thought it was nothing more than a way for people to dismiss others' hard work and make themselves feel better about it. But growing up next to you was hard. Sure, I saw how hard you worked to reach your objectives, but I never slacked off either. Not once. I kept working harder and harder and harder because if I slacked off for even just a second, I'd get left behind. I kept working hard until I felt like I was drowning and could barely remember what I was working so hard for. But even then, you were always so far ahead of me it hurt. Even how, when you're barely putting in any effort into anything, I can barely manage to match you despite doing my best. I really grew to hate you could be so positive about everything when you were so incredibly blessed in everything. Academics, sports, you name it. It took me years of constant effort to get where I am, and yet I got to watch you doing it just as well, if not better, while constantly skipping class, slacking off and just taking it easy. It sucks. I feel like every time you leave me, you'll leave me. I feel like any time you'll leave me behind and I'll have nothing left. It keeps me up at night thinking about it sometimes because the thought of it is just so scary. Even when I want to cry from frustration, you're the only thing keeping me grounded all these years. The thought that you might one day leave me behind because I can't catch up is terrifying. I don't know where it came from, but the words keep pouring out of the husky's built frame. His shoulders begin to quiver as he continues to talk, going on and on like a dam is burst. His words go around in circles, making the same point over and over as he doesn't seem to even know what point he's trying to make. I guess that's because he's not trying to make a point. He's spitting out years of frustration and anxiety that were bottled up. To be honest, I don't know what to say. I'm stunned by the sudden revelation that is merely thrown at me, giving me no time to react. That my best friend has been feeling this way for years and I didn't know. I feel ashamed of myself for not noticing. Eventually, Shoichi runs out of words. I'm just gonna save here quickly for now. Who thinks I should go back and see what happens if we choose the other option? Because I want to see what that backstory gives us. I'm not saying it's gonna be the right thing, but I might just play it through just to get some more info. Like as if I was 100%ing the route, but in a good way. Like, I really don't want to just continue with it being the bad decision. Or worse yet, this could be the bad decision. So if I loaded... So I should keep going? Okay, so you guys are saying go back later. I mean, I'm just curious. So your choice, dude. Gotta get the basket seal of approval, man. No, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna go back and test it out. I still mean it. Fast forward to the next decision. Agree with him for now. Let's see what this one does. we all hate before this P date, or before this update. We all know people who are way better at us at a particular thing without putting in much effort, all due to natural talent. I really empathize with Shoichi. I get it. It's tough. That's why I got sucked into this loop of looking at other people. Instead of being like Shuichi, where I'd try much harder and much harder, I would bandwagon and just basically suck up and try and help these people and be like a weasel to them as much as possible. So then I ended up sacrificing my own potential talents and all that just to help. So, interesting. Just go along with him for now. You think so? What he's doing and saying is definitely unreasonable, but it's just easier to keep the pace, you know. I guess so. I was just thinking of doing just that anyway. It's easier to do just what he wants. How often do you end up doing that? Conceding just to not rock the boat? More than I'd like to. I do a lot of things with his temper in mind. He's not the easiest person to live with, you know. Oh no, is he? Oh, please don't tell me he's gonna be the person that beats his child. I still hate it though. Like, inside my mind, I know I shouldn't, but whenever he tells me to do something, I freeze up and I panic. It's easier to just agree with him and do what he wants. This situation bothers me. Before today, I never heard anything about Shuichi's dad other than him being strict. But this doesn't feel like just being strict. It's manipulative. Trying to forbid your nearly adult son from pursuing his own dreams? It doesn't sit well with me. Does your mother know anything about this? Of course not. If she did, she wouldn't just let it slide. Mom is too nice for this sort of thing. Oh boy, he got his mom's nice, kind of trying to agree with everybody else type of personality. But since he's living under his dad's house, he's too scared to go against it, and he's got his dad's logical side of, yes, this is the right thing, but doesn't have his dad's controllingness. But he does have his OCD, I sense. I feel like him and his dad have OCD if I had to pseudo-diagnose it or whatever. Anyway. Why do you even think they divorced in the first place? I don't know. Do you promise you won't tell anyone I told you? Not even Hithaka knows? Or, not even Hithaka knows. Yeah, you're kind of scaring me, though. He was a serial cheater. Oof! Oh my... Are you serious? He'd seem like the type of person who would be condoning against that. What? Oh my god, I caught him in bed with women a couple times. I should have told Mom about it right away. I wanted to. But he ordered me to keep my mouth shut, and I don't know how to go against him. So I kept quiet. It ate me up from the inside, but I didn't breathe a word of it. Mom eventually found out about him a few years later and filed for divorce. She doesn't know that I knew. When it came time to decide on custody, I chose to go with him because I didn't think I deserved to be with Mom after what I did. No! Oh my god. That is traumatizing. That because you had to keep your dad's secret, that you had to stay with him. That is fucked up. Oh my god. That is traumatizing. Besides, Hitaka is still young and I was able to shield her from the worst of it. Dad's mood swings and whatnot. I didn't want her to have to go through that. It's not easy. So I thought it'd be a fitting punishment for me, you know, because whether I wanted to or not, I had a hand in hurting my mom. Don't say that! Don't! Oh my god. No. Shoo. His voice breaks, the words coming out slower and more labored. I can tell that it's hard for him to continue talking about this subject, but it's like he can't stop. Once he started talking about it, he kept going until he managed to get all of it out of his chest. I wrapped an arm around him and squeezed his head, trying to say, "Hey, I'm here through my actions." I don't know whether I managed to soothe him or not, but I really hope I did. Shoichi looks down at his feet, trailing off eventually and going silent. He doesn't look at me, whether it's because he feels ashamed, embarrassed, angry, or sad. I can't tell. But at a time like this, I know I need to do my best to try and cheer him up. As both his friend and his boyfriend. It's scary how much easier it's been getting for me to admit that last part. But putting that aside, Shu, can you tell me more about this kind of thing? You mean about my dad? Yeah. What other things does he do or make you do? Shoichi? Sorry, Nee. I'm not saying it's a definitive no, but can we leave this for later? I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I want to just distract myself. Is that okay? Is it that bad? I already have all sorts of horrible scenarios coming to mind. Oh no. It's not because of that. It's just kind of stressed, you know? I had to do a lot of chores for him to allow me to come here today and spend the night, and we thought a lot yesterday. And he thought a lot yesterday. I wanted to relax and clear my head for a bit. Is that okay? Of course. What do you want to do? Well... Shoichi leans closer to me, wrapping his arms around me and pulling me up, placing me down on top of his lap. His arms around my waist and his chin resting on the back of my shoulder. Okay, this is going to be very interesting. I'm just going to save in a different slot for now, just to be safe. Because, wow. Hopefully that doesn't screw him up and make him not want to pursue his career, because goddamn. This is horrid. What kind of mental trauma he's going through. And you think like this big 6'4" man that's like, or young man that's like 18 or whatnot, would be able to like just overpower his dad and just be like, no, I'm a grown ass adult. You don't have control over me. Like, you think as he'd grow he'd start having that, but no, he just has to still follow his dad's orders. Okay, Shoichi leans in closer to me, wrapping his arms around me and pulling me up, placing me down on top of his lap, his arms around my waist and his chin resting on the back of my shoulder. What? You said Aki-kun isn't home, right? Yeah, I did. Is he suggesting... Can I just hold you like this for a bit? It already makes me feel better. Oh. He just meant cuddling. Yeah, of course you can. Thanks. Shoichi's left hand slowly rubs my stomach, a sensation very tender and pleasant. Neither of them end up bad. It's just one of them give you more story. Okay, that's good to know. I was just very worried about that because I don't want to say, oh, I like this choice better, but I feel better knowing this more so than getting into like Shoichi yelling at it. It's like, yeah, we don't want him to just roll over to his dad, but you need to know this about him. You can't just keep hiding this and let him tense up. Is the music too loud for you guys? Let me just lower it a little bit. Maybe tendencies will lower the volume. Not this one. Is that better? Fun stuff is beginning. He nuzzles my neck with his cheek, obviously seeming very pleased with the situation. I do have to admit that it's really nice. I still feel a bit self-conscious, but I really like it. You're really soft, you know. Holding you like this is so comfortable. Thank you? It does feel nice, although aren't I a little bit heavy for you? Hold on, I'm just gonna read Ren's comment before it slides up. Both choices make Shoichi say things that he has bottled up, so in that case they're similar. In the end though, at least this day continues the same regardless of choice. Ooh, okay. The more you know. But ain't you a bit heavy for him? Too much fluff. Nah, you're deceptively light. Here. Shoichi tightens his hold around me and starts bouncing me up on his leg with very little effort. Ooh. What are you doing? See? I told you you're really light. This just now. There's no way that was totally innocent. You really shouldn't do that out of nowhere. It's really bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. I didn't think you would mind. After what he pulled during the festival, I don't believe for even a second that he didn't mean anything by it. It almost felt like he was bouncing me on his... No. Bad thoughts, go away. This really isn't good for my heart. Oh, Titus. Nee, you okay? You seem a bit out of it. Yeah, I'm fine. I can't let him know I'm feeling embarrassed. I lean back a bit, increasing the contact between my back and his chest, moving a hand down to caress his arm. Oh, I take back what I said. You seem to be pretty into it. There's nothing wrong with indulging myself every now and then. Besides, you're plenty soft yourself too. Is that so? You can use me as a pillow if you like. By the way, you smell really nice. Shoichi takes a few whiffs with his face on my neck, lightly kissing me. That's kind of a weird thing to say. Is that so? I'm still new to this, so please let me slide this time. Let it slide? You don't even seem to be upset about the faux pas. Why should I? Is that how it's going to be? Do I need to utter 1,000 apologies to make up for it? Nah, just 500 will suffice. Just 500? My, you're feeling so generous today. Shoichi hugs me tighter. Somehow, it feels like we're just joking around like we always did. Except in a more intimate way. This sort of thing doesn't bother me in the slightest. Is that weird? Oh, I just remembered something I probably should tell you. Is it good news or bad news? It's news. Aki already knows about us. Really? Hearing Shoichi choke right behind me is a bit amusing. Wink. I must admit. The speed with which his voice went up a few registers was really funny to see. Yeah, he asked me about it today, and before I could say anything, said he was only asking to be polite because he already knew. I guess the list of the people who know is growing, huh? Does anyone on your side know? Saya-chan messaged me last night talking about it. She told me she talked to you about it and you confirmed it. She was all excited and congratulating me and whatnot. It was amusing. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Everything that happened after distracted me so much. It's okay. Besides, Saya-chan already knew I liked you for a long time, and she's really perceptive. It was a matter of time. And I couldn't imagine us hiding it from our friends if things went, well, so... Or things went well, so... Didn't realize that's how I meant to read it. So, you're not mad that I told her? They'll take a dinner break. As long as Shoichi's not cooking, that's good. The choice should be, who cooks, Shoichi or Nico? Not at all. If anything, it makes me happy because it means you weren't comfortable enough with us to confirm when she asked. Oh, really? Man, that's a relief. I was worried you'd be upset I didn't consult you. Well, it'd be nice to have been asked, but I won't complain too much because I like the end result. You could keep it in mind, maybe. Oof. Right. I'll keep that in mind. You don't need to worry too much, though. I'm not upset. Right. Why does it feel like even when I do something right, I find a way to mess it up? At least I think that's everyone who knows. Unless someone else on your side knows. No, just Aki. I hope. Then Hitaka's gonna know if Aki's dating Hitaka, and then they're gonna be like, our bros are gay for each other. What? That would be the most awkward thing ever. We're dating, but our older brothers are dating. That sounds like a BuzzFeed article or some sort of like article straight up. My heart can't take someone just springing it on me out of the blue much more. No, not just that. How did Aki-kun take it anyway? Was he okay with it? Very much so. I kind of felt anticlimactic even. It was a real letdown. Are you seriously complaining about your brother being accepting first world problems much? Oh, shut up. This is all very new to me. I have a right to grumble a bit. I don't know about that. It's not like your dad's super manipulative, but moving on. Hey, Shoichi-kun, can I ask you a question? He squeezes me lightly and leans forward, his face almost side by side with mine. Sure, although I should be worried. You haven't called me Shoichi-kun since... Hell, I can't even remember when the last time was. Oh, right. Sorry, I don't know why I called you like that all of a sudden. Are you okay? Well, I just have a doubt of sorts. Like, what do you call yourself? What do I... Shoichi? No, I didn't mean it like that. More like... well, your sexuality. What do you call that? You want me to lower the music again? Because there's two musics. You're welcome. does the label even matter? Just humor me, please. I call myself gay. Isn't that pretty obvious by now? Hi, gay. I'm Dad. So, you only like men? I suppose. That's the only people I know how to suck. You suppose? Could be bi if I wanted to. Well, I've never really had feelings for any guys other than you. As far as I know, I'm not attracted to women, but I don't have much experience with that sort of thing. So he's demisexual. That's a term I found out from one of my gay friends when I was like figuring out my sexuality. I wasn't sure if I was asexual at the time or like if I was bi. I was kind of leaning between being A and bi. And I was like, I could only really get interested in people that I knew well. Which wasn't really anybody at the time, but he was like, are you demisexual? And I was like, what does that mean? And he was like, you can only really fall in love with people that are really, really close to you, like friend-wise. Like, you can't get romantic with somebody that's like, you know, just somebody you find at a bar or somebody you meet on like a dating website. Like, you have to like be close friends to them, like best friends or very like on a best friend level maybe. The more you know, guys, right? And then I just found out I was just bi. Who knew? Bi with a male preference. How fun. So, unless you're... wait. What do you say? Unless you're asking what kind of porn I... Unless you're asking what kind of porn I... No. I don't need to know that. Sheesh, calm down. You don't need to throw a fit. Nico's mom just pops out. Hey, I'm home! That's a bit too much information. You're the one who asked. I didn't ask about that! Does it bother you? Well, no. Not that, you dumbass. I mean your question about my sexuality. Does something about it bother you? Oh, right. Of course you meant that. What am I thinking? How do I put this? Your sexuality doesn't bother me. I guess I'm just... Oh, wait, that's Nico saying that. Your sexuality doesn't bother me. I guess I'm just... struggling with what to call myself. Do you even need to call yourself anything? Well, yeah, I just can't leave it up in the air. Really? So long as you're with someone you really like, what does it matter? Unless you want to explain it to people. In that case, a label definitely makes it easier. I just prefer to have things black and white. Black in white. That's almost as bad as saying goody tissues. Hallie, I know you wrote that, or was it McSkinny who wrote that? Hallie or McSkinny, one of you two wrote that. It was on Echo for sure. But things black in white. It's black and white. Oh god, the grammatical error. I like having everyone well defined. Which is kind of a bad thing if you're like me, where I used to think of things as having to be super black and white, and now I have to be. Now I'm not have to be. Now I'm learning to be more, understanding of like kind of, things not being black and white, grayscale, I guess, or chromatic. Shoichi's right hand goes up to my face. Good. He cups my chin in it and gently moves my head so I'm looking to the side. He kisses my cheek, stroking my fur and nuzzling my neck. The gesture is so incredibly sweet I can feel my face getting hot. You don't need to worry so much. Go at your own pace and think things through properly. I know I sprang a lot on you since we first started dating, and there's a lot you need to adjust to. Thank you. I'm more just trying to figure out this for myself, though. Well, what do you think? Are you bi? I don't know. I've never really felt attracted to any girl, or to any of my exes. I just dated them because it was easier to say yes and go with the flow over dealing with the guilt of saying no. I sincerely hope that's not what you're doing to me. Of course it's not. I actually like you, you big lug. Aw, he is my big lug. Just gotta pat him on the head for that. Petting him through my screen right now. I am such a weeb right now. Aw, big lug. That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. I get the feeling I'm being mocked. Jokes aside, if that's how it is, then you might just be gay after all. You think so? I obviously can't know what you're thinking, so I can't give you any concrete answer. The only one who can do that is you. Boo, but it requires so much thinking, and thinking is so hard. Can't you do it for me? Stop whining so much. This isn't homework. You can't just pass the buck off to me. Aw, that would be so much easier though. Never stop to think about it, but I'm so comfortable around Shoichi that I feel okay being a little more difficult when I'm around him. Just like what couples do. Alright, I'll stop for now. Oh, you're being surprisingly agreeable today. Yeah, you happen to have gotten me in a good mood. Wink wink, is that so? As for me, I wasn't in a good mood, but you did a great job of getting me there. You're a real comfy pillow. I can't stay upset while I'm holding you. What am I, your teddy bear? I wish. I'd love to go to bed with you every night. What? What? Nutty? Oh, this is funny. What do you mean? What do I... Oh, wait. Now that I think about it, I think that sounded wrong. You think? You think? But I don't mean it the wrong way either. What? Good to see where you stand on it, love. Ugh, too sickly sweet. Please don't call me that. I knew you'd react like that, but it was still funny. Besides, I'd be willing to give it a try. Ooh, is that so? Glad to hear it. It's been really hard for me to hold back. Shoichi holds me, or no, I was about to say Shoichi holds me down, but that's not it yet. Shoichi moves a hand down to my inner thigh, stroking it slowly and teasingly. I am glad if that's the spoiler. I am hoping that's my dream. Huh? He leans forward, lightly nibbling on my left ear and whispering, "Hey, how you doing? Let me whisper in your ear. I got something nice that you'd like to hear." Oh, the whisper song. Classic. Oh my god, this is gonna be the fun part for Cetus to edit if I send it to him. I want to do another summed up episode, but Cetus has been busy with trying to get the outtakes video all set up, and I gave him a lot of content. So yeah. Anyway, just so you know, I've been holding back from touching you like I want to for years. Once I'm allowed to, I'll definitely partake of you. Oof, that eyebrow thing, just like on the cover. Good old Shoichi's back. You sound like you sound just like Junkun when you're flustered. Maybe it's because I'm the same voice actor, bitch. Just as quickly as he began teasing me, he backs off, chuckling to himself. Mind shutting down. Thoughts slowing to a stop. brain overload. Nico EXE has stopped working. You're an ass. Oh, how so? Were you hoping I'd keep going? Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Is that so? Out of nowhere, I could feel Shoichi's hand cupping and lightly squeezing my crotch. Basket's finally giving us explicit content. Good job. Gold star for you. It makes the tent hidden inside twitch at the sudden touch. You sure about that? This guy here at least seems pretty happy. Shut up! I managed to snag myself such a cute boyfriend. I feel like I don't get taken seriously at all here. I'm not cute. That makes me sound so small. I could carry you around my pocket. Hard pass. Aw, but that would be so cute. You could be my little pocket boyfriend. Your weird ideas scare me sometimes. Weird? I thought it was a nice idea. Confirmed, Shoichi is into macrophilia. Your sense of taste is truly unsettling sometimes. I think I'll pass. Thank you very much. Oh, alright. At least I tried. By the way, I forgot to ask back during the festival, was Hithaka-chan truly okay with me stealing you for the dance? She made a promise to go out with her. She made me promise to go out with her another time and give her all my attention. You're really gonna have your hands full with that. Tell me about it. But it allowed me to dance with you, so it was worth it. You're so sappy. Sappy? Truly the greatest sap master. You'll be seeing some other sap later. Now you're just mocking me. Who, me? I would never. You can't pull off an innocent act. You're way too smug. Shoichi kisses my neck again, putting a hand on my chest and squeezing me. Oof. Giving me feels. Can't wait for the CG to come. Hey, Nee. Have you liked dating me so far? That's kinda sudden. Where did that come from? I'm filling out a survey of past boyfriends. Will you partake in my survey of boyfriends? Just humor me. And you complained when that was my sole reasoning for asking a question. Yeah, I have. It has been way easier to transition our relationship into that than I thought it'd be. Probably because we were the closest people to each other. That dating Keisuke or June would be much harder because they would take longer to get to know. Of course, sometimes it hits me that we're dating now and I have a whoa, this is so surreal moment. But other than that, things have been really smooth. But we haven't done much yet. On a scale of agree to disagree, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 strongly disagree, 5 to strongly agree, how much of a top would you be? Haven't done much, eh? Does that mean we should do more? What? He squeezes my crotch another time, making me jump. You're so cute. Don't just do that out of the blue. Oh, so it's okay if I ask first. That's not what I said. Are you horny or something? I'm not, but I can if you want. Just keep bouncing on my lap like that. Or just keep bouncing on my lap like that. You're such a pervert, says the guy that's definitely had way more sex in his life than I have. Well, sure, any number than 0 is already way more times. Ouch! That's kind of a mean thing to say. You are asking for it. Don't dish out if you can't take it back. Aye aye, Captain. Shoichi seems to want to take the lead in our relationship. Ooh, he's a top. Well, I'm I'm not really opposed to it since he's much surer of himself than I am considering our circumstances. I'm definitely not just going to roll over and take it. Yes, you are. You are going to take it. And take it well. That sounded wrong. So, what should we do now? What do you mean? Well, you're spending the night over, right? We're obviously not going to just sit around the entire time. So, what should we do? Aw, but I like sitting like this. Come on, it might not be that heavy, but I refuse to believe you can handle me sitting on you so long without any pain or discomfort. Just a slightly reduced circulation to my legs, but I don't mind. I do. I slide off his lap and back to the couch, pulling away from his arms that try to clutch me close. Shoichi would fill in the strongly agree bubble. Aww. Don't make the puppy sad. We can cuddle some more later if you want. I'm not saying to stop forever. Alright. You're way too easy to please. Maybe we could play something. Or watch a movie. Didn't you say Aki-kun is having a movie marathon with his friends? Maybe we should have one of our own. Pulls out all the porn videos. It's like, this isn't a movie. It technically is in my book. Sure, the idea is good, but what kind of movie would you marathon? I don't really have any ideas. What do you think? Me? Aren't you the one always complaining that I'm indecisive? That makes a great opportunity to practice. Since when does that... Ugh, never mind. Can I just suggest a genre and we see what's available on Slipstream? What the hell is Slipstream? Like, I know it's probably like a discount name, or like a fake name for something that has the word stream in it. But... Slipstream. I can't think of anything like that. I can only think of like Netflix, Hulu. If you genuinely just made up a new service just for this novel, good for you, but holy crap, I can't think of anything that starts with Slipstream. It must be a Brazilian thing. If I have to come up with specific titles, this will take a while. So much talking! Exclamation, exclamation. Where's the sex? I came for the sex! Sure, we can just go by the highest rated movies in the chosen genre. Actually, that's not the best idea. I did that once. There's a movie rated 5 stars, and it was the worst movie I'd ever seen in my life. The movie is called Game Over, and it was on... I was trying to think what streaming service we used for it. I'm not sure if it was Netflix, but it may have been. Love Stream? Is that a thing? Sure, we can just go by the highest rated movies in the chosen genre. That definitely makes it way easier. Ooh, let's see, what genre should we watch? These look very similar to another game that I've been playing. Do we want to make him scared? Make him laugh and pee his pants? Do we want to make him feel like a badass? Or do we want to snuggle wuggle? And make him cry a little? I am gonna go for drama, low key. Like, that's gonna be the easiest one to make him get his rock on. 4. Then everybody. Oh, one guy was like 3. Horror or comedy? Guys, this isn't Tyson. We're not gonna do a horror movie. Let's see what Basket has to say. Unless he passed out and fell asleep. I do not mind the dialogue. It's what makes this VN enjoyable. Are you talking about, like, the game's dialogue? Because, yeah, Basket does a great job writing. But if you're also saying, like, me making dialogue in the background too, then thanks. I just want to see what Basket says, like, if he's back. Because I just want to see what he thinks before I do it. Because I want to do 4, but it'd be funny if he's like, nah, that's not the best thing. Basket is dead. We will all have a funeral, I guess. I'm trying to think words. Words are hard. Yeah, I don't want to reload that page. Just waiting. I'll do drama, and if he comes back, he'll come back and say something. Drama it is. How about drama? Isn't every movie technically a drama? I don't think so. Besides, I mean the genre. There's a genre called drama. It's called romance, dummy. I put him through Manos the Hands of Fate. Oh my god, I know what you're talking about. Like, I know you keep making obscure references when you're in our chat. That's the one I actually get. Oh my god. That one is so freaking bad, but so good. So bad it's good. Good one shot myself. I say pick all of them. That's not an opinion. Well, that's my opinion! So let's start with drama and see what happens. Let's scroll back first. I like this second choice better, so we're gonna go with the whole backstory thing. Drama, blah blah blah. Yeah, there is. See? I switched to the category and a list of movies popped up, organized from highest to lowest rated. Whoa. These are all romance flicks? Didn't know those were your type. They're not all about romance. They all just make Case K cry. Maybe not all, but the overwhelming majority certainly is. Look at these titles. Crazy in Love, The Price of Losing You, My Life Without You, Lonely Together, Go Before You Break My Heart, Ne parte pas de moi. Nobody's gonna get those last two because I totally ripped them off of Eurovision songs. Alright, I get your point. Stop quoting movie titles already. Jesus, who even came up with these? They really do sound bad. Let's just pick and choose from the ones that aren't going to be sappy romantic stuff. Aw, you don't want to watch some sappy romance with your boyfriend? Wouldn't be caught dead doing it. Ooh, ouch. Rough. That's me in a nutshell, yeah. Well, we can certainly try rough. I have a feeling he just took the joke someplace horrible. A few hours later. Man, I didn't think these would be so gut-wrenching. The first movie we watched was about a man having to survive after getting lost in the wilds with his dog, only to have to put him down once the dog gets bitten, saving him from a snake. Yikes. I feel like there was a movie about that. The second was about the lives of doctors working in a children's cancer ward. Or better yet, a specific doctor that did, who had a very good acting career but died too early. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. And now this one is about two twin brothers separated at birth, getting reunited when one of them is dying and needs to find a compatible blood marrow donor. Blood marrow. I know how to pronounce that word, I swear. And so far, it doesn't seem the sick brother is going to make it. Shoichi's quietly sniffling right next to me. I'm gonna give you a little kiss. For someone who mocked the genre so much before, he sure seems to be emotional over it. Just like... I'm not gonna say it. After a final moving speech in which the sick brother talks about how getting to know sibling in his last months of life was everything and how he always felt like something was missing, the man passes on. Come on! Don't do that to me! The movie shows how the surviving brother copes with life afterwards and how he sets himself straight from a life of drug abuse to become a well-adjusted father to his ex-wife. He looks at a picture of him standing next to his brother on his hospital bed with both smiling, and it cuts to credits. Good job, Basket. You wrote a good novel. Makes me cry every time. Oh man, that was more than I bargained for. Yeah. Even your short, little, brief descriptions of movies are good, Basket. Some people could just be like, oh, it's just about these couples falling in love, or just give some, like, BS Hallmark description. Like, you legit thought about that for a little bit. Like, you put thought into your writing. Good for you, Basket. You really are a crybaby. I'm not crying. You sure about that? Sure looks like you are. I'm just in pain. Those two only had each other. They didn't. The whole point of the movie was that they didn't, but alright. What should we do now? You're in such a rush to decide everything. We didn't get to do this often. I just want us to optimize our time so we can do as many things together as we can. Optimize our time? Dude, you don't need to be so robotic about it. What happened to just going with the flow and having fun? Going with the flow? I wasn't aware I was dating a hippie. I'm quite a few decades too late, and in the wrong continent for that. Making fun of America hippies? And Californians? Come on, low blow, man. There are people like that are hippie-like in California. Like, we went to this one beach in Malibu one time. Like, I was coaching a camp or whatever for my volleyball job, and there was this dude that would come every day, sit in a lawn chair with an umbrella above him, and sometimes just get out of the chair every few minutes and then just make bird calls or something like that, and just do these little shouts and screams out of like joy or whatever. Like it sounded like he was calling out to the birds, and he would just do that the entire day. Like, he was there before we get there in the morning, and he'd be there still after we left. Like, this dude was just like there, and I think he was homeless too. The dude was living the life, man. Anyway, making sure my voice is far enough from the mic, I'm doing the surf's up pinky and thumb thing to make sure my mouth is far enough from my mic. I'm quite a few decades too late, and in the wrong continent for that. Fair enough. What time is it now anyway? It's 1/2 June. Ugh! Got him with that one. Okay, so that was an awkward silence that I made. Okay, not load. Save. I could just save here. Why the frick not? Why the frick frack paddywhack give a dog a bone? Not. So Shoichi pulls his phone out of his pocket to check, making a beep as the screen comes to life. Oh wow, it's already 6:30 p.m. I think I'll just save that just to doubly check. Anyway, time to load the other movie options. Let's see what happens when we do other options. Let me get a drink of water first. Oh, that water is so soothing. Time to try out horror. Maybe we'll get a art thing of him being super scared like Keisuke was, but it's like those eyes for Shoichi. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? What about a horror marathon? Ooh, horror. Does that mean I'll have a frightened little dog cuddling me up for comfort? Or cuddling up to me for comfort? In your dreams, you know I'm not the type to be easily scared, especially by movies. I could still dream. Well, nothing stops me from cuddling for other reasons. That's such a weird thought to have. I have to admit, the movies we chose weren't the best. They chose Manos the Hands of Fate and just watched it 5 times over. Dirk, had you prepared the censor? I had prepared the censor. And here. There we go. Oh, look. She's about to walk down the stairs to the creepy dark cellar all alone without a flashlight. How much are you willing to bet she dies here? I'm not betting anything. She's obviously going to die here. Aw, it's not fun if we're both in agreement. And there she goes. The movies ended up being so unapologetic gore fest with no other interesting traits whatsoever. Nothing special about the characters, stories, or effects. Man. Wait, can I skip at this point? Weird. Wait, let me check my settings. Scene only, okay. There we go. Man, that's a lot of jump scares. Did any of them even work? Boo! Got you guys. I got you with the jump scare without even doing it visually. That was terrible. Now I really shot myself. Anyway, not that I can remember. How did these end up as the most highly recommended movies in the service? Really shitty taste, I guess. Yes, you know how I felt when I watched Game Over. They legit had Shaggy come on and not even sing the part that Shaggy sang from wasn't me. I'm trying to remember what the other guy's name is that sang in that song, but Shaggy sung those parts. He was being held hostage to do it, and it was so bad. That's a bit rude to say. What other explanations do you have? Paid reviews? Onision rigged them? I should just put hashtag Onision here in my video. I'll just get taken down for mentioning Onision once in a 3-hour video, not even involving him. You'll just be like, really triggered. Honestly, that's the person that if I had to go into rant with, not rant with, but if I had to rant about, this guy just drives me nuts. Like, it's not like, oh, he's this, I'm so triggered or freaked out or anything. It's more that I'm so frustrated by how can you make obscene and shock humor so unshocking? That's why he's not funny. That is it. He just can't make shock humor shocking. Plus the many other things he's done as a person, and there's all that. But I'm saying for comedy-wise, when people are like, your channel used to be so good, or he says that, it's like, no, you just go overboard with your shock value that it just goes back round to not shock anymore. So that is my rant about The Onion. So back to the reading. I had to explain who Onision was to Basket. That was fun. So bad taste is rude, but corruption isn't. The 1% are doing the reviews. What should we do now? You're in such a rush to decide everything. We don't get to decide often, blah blah blah. Time to choose the next decision. Let's do comedy. 'Cause comedy is funny. Comedy is always an easy option to pick. It's the easy buyout pick. Sure, not much of a plot to keep track of, so we can easily chat while we watch. Just be a bit considerate. You have a habit of talking over movies all the time. Oh, just like my friends that I was at the recital thing with. Not that it was inappropriate at this time, but I'll go to movies with them and they'll do that. It's like, hey Dirk, hey Dirk, how about this? Or, yeah, that thing is funny, blah, 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 something, comment. And it's like, no! Not when I'm watching the movie. I get so tunnel visioned into watching the movie. Unless it is something that's like an inside joke that we have, or they said something that's like an inside joke or something funny like that to us. If it's like just looking like straight into the movie, like, and like just trying to just comment like genuine thoughts you could save till after the movie, it's like, close my ears. I'm closing my ears and zoning in. It's a movie. Comedy is the second worst option. Womp womp. Well, Titus, it's not that, well, the reason why it's like, I'm saying excess is that he tries too hard. That's what I mean by excess. Like, his shock humor is too hard. He tries too hard to be shocking. As in, like, let me pretend to be a baby, and then he just tries to scream and go, "Wow, I'm a baby!" and tries to do it like full-on diaper fetish style, just wearing a diaper, having like a baby, whatever those roller baby things are, where it's like a circle thing around you, and it's like, you know what I'm talking about, but he's like doing that in one of those things, and yeah, the things he says are just not funny. It's that simple. When people are like, he's this, like he's a, it's like, you know, he's just all of this, like obviously that too, but if you're saying, why is his channel failed, that's the reason. I'm not gonna watch a video of his. I looked at his I'm a Banana video from 2009 and one of his recent videos in 2019. They're the same level of content, humor, and like level of humor. They're all overly excessed shock value. Basically, yeah, he's an unfunny tryhard. Anyway, enough about my onion rant. Because Onision is not comedy. Anyway, just to be a bit considerate, you have a habit of talking over movies all the time. I do? I thought I was pretty well behaved. Says the guy who never shuts up, constantly pointing out every little thing that happens on screen like it was a sudden epiphany he just had, as long as he doesn't make you pause the movie every minute, like my mom. That is annoying. I knew it, the husband was the murderer, he would say 30 minutes after the movie had already shown it to us. A few hours later, well, safe to say our movie-going experience has been a bit of a mixed bag. Why was this guy found sleeping inside a barn and cuddling a goat? Goat fucker. The less we know about it, the better. That's a disturbing implication. Tell me about it. I think we underestimated just how dirty the humor in these movies would be. Which one was worse? This one or the one with a superhero that uses his underwear as a mask? It's like Captain Underpants, but different. I'm trying to think of... Oh, that is Captain Underpants. He does that. I was like, he wears just underwear, but I thought he also wears like a... Oh no, he doesn't wear a mask. He just is in underwear. Captain Underpants, but his mask is the underpants. I'm trying to think of like... Are there any raunchy superheroes that do that? Like, adult superheroes? That sounds like an adult superhero thing to do. I'd call both equally terrible, and I'd try my best to forget either of them happened. Sounds like a fair compromise. But hey, it's not all bad. The animated movie we watched wasn't so bad. Daphne is always good. Daphne. I'm trying to think. Including their movies in the comparison is almost cheating. I'm trying to think. Daphne. I think it was a Disney show about a ninja. Oh well. Shoichi's thirsty. At least it's the one golden nugget in this pile of crap. That sentence does not evoke a nice mental image. We really ought to be more selective with the stuff that we watch. Well, we did agree to just pick the highest rated movies in the genre. It's more of a question of why they were so high in the first place. People are dumb and have bad taste. People be idiots sometimes. Sometimes, that's just how it be. I don't know. When the overwhelming majority likes something you hate, then maybe you're the one who has bad taste. I understand your logic, but I absolutely refuse it. Heh, fair enough. What should we do now? You're in such a rush to decide everything. Next choice. Oh wait, we only have one more choice. Action! Let's see the superhero action movie where Shoichi jumps off a building into a lake. And that's it. 'Cause I'm not inventive. But wait, he jumps out with one of those rocket jet things that shoots water out of it, and he flies in the air with that. And then he disconnects and he does a flip onto a bridge. Then he does superhero things. How about we watch a movie that makes things go boom? Your brain is the only thing that is going boom if that's how you choose to explain it. Wow, rude. I was just trying to be funny. Funny? Does that mean you know the meaning of the word? I wrap my arm around Shoichi's neck and pull him down towards my chest, grinding my fist against the top of his head. Oh, that's adorable. Heard you were talking shit about me. Ow, ow, ow. I yield. After a few seconds of rough treatment, I choose to let him go. What kind of action? Hey! He readjusts himself in his seat and chuckles to himself. You complain that I'm too strong, but you're plenty strong yourself. You both probably do more weightlifting than me. You probably hit the weight room a lot more often than I do. That's probably why. Of course I am. Take a look at these guns. I flex for dramatic effect, with Shoichi staring at me unamused. Wow, these guns? I didn't know I was dating a bro. I think I want a divorce. What? We're not even married! I know, I was just joking. Lighten up, will ya? I'm surprised he would make a divorce joke like that, despite his whole... Yeah, his whole thing. But then again, I had a friend like that where his dad had died, and then like a month later, he was like he would, make a joke or two occasionally about it or whatever. He could care less. And he also said that it's like his dad was, wanted to be like that, where it's like something like that happens, don't feel like you have to kill the humor or whatnot just because I'm dead or whatever. He's something like that, He's not one to be so prudish about it, I guess. Anyway, some rough action, bad action. Alright, that's it, come here. I make to grab Shoichi by the neck again, and he begins laughing. A few hours later, we are very bored by these movies. Many explosions later, I feel like I have less of a grasp of the plot of this movie now than I did when we started. So wait, I'm not really clear on what happened so far. The guy's wife got kidnapped and taken to Central Europe. He went to save her, found out she was secretly in league with the enemy's spies, killed him. He came back to life, killed her, found out she was possessed by a demon, and is now trying to stop a cult? That about covers it, yeah. I say that, but the reality is that I have no clue either. That sounds like a dank movie, man. We need to write that movie instantly. Michael Bay's gotta direct it, though. These movies are boring. Or did I miss that line? I say that, but the reality is that I have no clue either. These movies are boring. You think so? I thought they were pretty cool. The explosions were nice. You and Sayachin really do operate on the same wavelength. Why don't you two just get a room? Or dates? Gah. For some reason, I feel deeply insulted. What should we do now? You're in such a rush to decide everything. We don't get to do this often. I just want us to optimize our time so we can do as many things together as we can. Excuse me? And time to load up my current option. Oh wow, it's already 6:30 p.m. And we're back to reality. I'm not gonna steal Decker Link's joke. That would be mean. We've been live for 2 hours, how impressive. Really? Time went by really fast. Time always goes by really fast when I'm with you, but yeah, today especially. Flatterer. Should we think of what we're gonna do for dinner plans? I can cook for us if you'd like. No, don't do it. Don't do this to us. Quick, get the spray bottle. Bad Shoichi. I was more thinking of going out to buy something. That'd be a bit of a waste of money though, wouldn't it? I mean, we already have ingredients at hand anyway. Yeah, but I wanted to spend time having fun with you, not with cooking. We could do romantic cooking. Aw, that's really sweet. I guess that's a good point. Safe. In that case, what should we get? We can just get a lunchbox from the grocery store each. Sure, but there's a lot of options. Which one do we pick? Whatever we feel like. You're getting a bit ahead of yourself. Let's just go to the store and see what we have first before we decide. That makes sense. Just like the good old days. Throwback to episode 27, when I had this as like the cover. And it was like Shoichi being a dork. And it was so naive. Those were the days. The neighborhood store is mostly empty by the time we get there. There seem to be a few ominous clouds in the sky which might have contributed to leaving the place deserted. That'd be funny if the sex scene is in the grocery store. That would be so funny. Just like, whoops. Guess we're just stuck in here, the two of us. It looks like we might have rain any minute now. Did the weather forecast say anything about it? Not to my knowledge, but then again, I didn't check today. My, the always organized Shoichi-kun didn't bother checking all the variables before leaving the house. How do you even relax like this? Aren't you hilarious? I am dying of laughter here. We walk into the food aisle and take a look at our options here. If there's one thing I always liked about this store, is just how varied their selection is. Sushi, curry, stew, tonkotsu. They have tonkotsu ramen. That's what I get all the time at my favorite ramen restaurant in my local area. And I keep trying to pronounce tonkotsu, and it's like they keep asking me to repeat it because I've tried so hard to pronounce it right. Is it tonkotsu? Or is it tonkatsu? Is it tonkatsu? I think it might be tonkatsu ramen. Karage, fish, so many things to choose from. So many things to choose from. You have any idea what you're gonna get? How about we leave me for later and try to focus on what you want first? Bigger boys need more food, right? Translation, you have no idea what you want. Shut up. I think I'm gonna get tonkotsu with curry and rice. Tonkotsu. I think it's tonkotsu with curry and rice. I'm gonna stick with that. Tonkotsu with curry and rice. Talk about a bog standard dinner. Shoichi is super basic. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. What about you, Mr. Bog Standard? What kind of magic innovation are you going to pick for your dinner? Well, you have no clue, do you? No, it's not that. I want you to pick for me to see if you know me well. Ooh, boyfriend challenge. Seriously? That's the best excuse you could come up with? Oh, I'm trying, okay? Alright, I'll choose for you, and no matter what I pick, you have to eat. Wait, what do you say? Wait, I don't mean, here you go. Squid tempura with rice and sausages. Can't I have something a little more traditional? Nah, of course not. Only the best for you, my dear. But you know I don't like squid. Oh no. I chose the bad route. Shoichi? Yes? Can I please have something else? I don't know. Can you? Desire to cause harm. Increasing. Nico smash. Pretty please? Well, of course you can. It's not like I control you or anything. You can do whatever you want. Stop being a grammar Nazi. Just give me my food. Then what was this whole thing, or what was this whole little show for? Jeez, you don't have to look so miffed. I was just joking. I'm just going to grab the same thing as you, and we can be on our way. Oh no, the thunderstorms! K's gonna get scared! The rain started to pour while we were at the cash register. By the time we reached home, the rain had gotten stronger and thunder began striking, to the point I became comfortable enough to call this a storm. Sheesh, that came out of nowhere. I'm soaked. Shoichi pulls on the hem of his shirt, which is thoroughly stuck to his stomach. The shirt lifts, exposing his wet stomach and the muscles underneath. I have to admit that the movement catches my attention, and I can't help but stare for a bit. After a few seconds, I snap myself out of it and go back to functioning like normal. Sorry, I just said that so dramatically. I think it'd be too much to hope that you brought some extra clothes, huh? I have some clothes I keep here at your place, remember? You do? Jesus, dude, every time I come over, I shower and get changed. Wait, yeah, I read that right. Where do you think I get those clothes out of when I do that? Oh, the internet? I thought maybe you brought them with you in a bag or something. Are you asking me or telling me that? You really need to think things over a little bit more. Well, sorry, I don't pay much attention. Anyway, we should go dry ourselves before we eat dinner. Bye. Shoichi walks up the stairs, presumably to grab a towel or to go grab a towel upstairs. I can read, I swear. I do this because I like it. I'm not being held at gunpoint. Yeah. I decide to follow behind him. Alright, I finished drying myself. That took a while. Your fur really takes that long to dry? Well, I am a musky husky. It wasn't that long. We need cinematic bars. Oh my god. Are we going to have another stroke joke? Hey, different strokes for different folks. Well, I had enough time to dry myself, get changed, transfer the food to different containers, and reheat it. We just brought it over from the store. We didn't need to reheat. It was rained on. That cooled it down a lot. Plus, I wanted to go transfer it to a different container so water didn't get inside. You're so fussy sometimes. The end is near? Oh no! This is gonna be traumatic. and nice. So look who's talking. Come on, let's eat. Wow, this food is steaming hot. This will take forever to cool off, and so much dialogue will be shared through this time while we wait. I did tell you to reheat it. Or I did tell you I reheated it, sorry. I am totally blanking out sometimes. Sure, but some people might consider it a tad too hot. It could burn their mouths. Do you know what I call these people? Or, wait, do you know what I call those people? What? Weaklings. Really, Saya-chan doesn't like food that's too hot. Maybe I should tell her you called her a weakling. What? I didn't. Give me a sec. I'll text her right now. Shoichi grabs his phone and begins typing on it. I nearly lunge at him in a panic. No! Boosh. Have you seen the fan art I made? I made it at the Tennis Ace Discord. I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to check that out soon. God, relax. I'm just joking. Look, I'm typing into a notes app. Of course I'm not going to text her that. How should I know? You've done this kind of thing before. True, but not when unprovoked. Provoking you is about as easy as enticing a bear with a jar of honey. I definitely shouldn't say something like that whenever Kumagawa is around. Just eat. Yes, honey. Please don't call me stuff like that. Fine, fine. I just find your reaction too funny when I do. Is this bullying? This feels like bullying. Shoichi grabs his chopsticks and picks up a piece of the tonkatsu. Yeah, tonkatsu. Tonkatsu. I am trying to pronounce that word right. I'm trying to sound ethnic. Man, grocery store dinners are better than they have the right to be. The tonkatsu is a bit soggy, though. I prefer if it were crisper. You can't keep it in a closed container for a long time with a bunch of steam and sauce inside and keep it crispy. I know, but I can still have my own preferences. Yes, I have a Discord server. Ah, shoot. Could somebody just pop up the link for them? I'm too lazy to go to my Discord server. But yes, I have an official Dirk the Red Panda Discord server, which releases announcements about my live streams and video uploads. Just so you guys know. So, I'd prefer if a genie came out when I opened the box, but that doesn't make it realistic. You don't have to modify what I say to absurd degrees just to disagree with me. I don't have to, but I like to. Just eat your food and shut up. Yes, Mr. Sunshine. Are you actually trying to get a rise out of me? Me? Why would I? I just like teasing you. You're way too cute when you're annoyed. Please stop trying to annoy me for your amusement. How do we join the server? I think that if anybody's in there right now, they can just pop up the link. Fine, I'll do it myself and pop up the link. So, aw, do I really have to? Right, do I really have to pop up the link? I'm a lazy bastard. Puppy dog eyes are not going to work. I have a younger brother. Oh yeah, that's true. Ooh, I just want to have some fun. Hold on, it's loading. You seem to be awfully chipper right now. It's a stark contrast to how your mood was earlier today. Yeah, you did do wonders to my mood. Thanks, Nee. You're welcome. Okay, here we go. Inviting people. Invite. Copy button. Copied. And... okay, that's not it. Alright, does that work? That better work. I think, okay, it popped up. There we go. So my bot has levels and stuff. I don't know, I just ignore that. I should have, like, disabled that level stuff, but whatever. Anyway, back to the reading. Have fun in Discord, y'all. Yeah. Alright. 1, 2, 3. You're welcome. Aw, is someone blushing? Eat your food. Just then, another thunder echoes. The air around us feels like it even rumbled a bit. The lights begin to flicker alongside it, and the two of us look around us. Wow, that was a pretty big one. And then the house gets struck by lightning and we all die. The end. Flickering lights are a bad sign. Maybe we should finish eating and go unplug stuff from the wall to make sure nothing crazy happens. Like the TV game Possessed or something. Man, we had a typhoon not too long ago, and now this? It's summer, for crying out loud. No, right? Looks like the weather goblins are laughing at your summer. Weather goblins? Really? Of course. What are you... wait, what? Wait, of course. What? Are you adept to the weather fairies theory? You're a dork. Look who's talking. The rain seems to only get stronger while we continue our meal. By the time we finished, there is wind howling outside and the water hitting the windows sounds like a bunch of rocks. Clackety, 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 clack, clack. Those must be some really big water droplets. Should I unplug the fridge? That would probably be a good... Suddenly the lights flicker another time and go completely out. Whoa! What the hell? Well, at least now you don't have to worry about unplugging your stuff. Sure, just keep it plugged to the wall through a bunch of power surges and whatnot. Sounds totally safe. We finish unplugging everything using our phones as flashlights. The lights remain out the entire time, giving no signs of coming back to life. Hey, me. I have to admit, I can't see much from the window, but it looks like the other houses have no power either. That's not good. June lives nearby. I'll try messaging him to see if the light went out there too. Good idea. I type a quick message and continue walking around the house, checking the windows to see if there's no water leaking inside. I think I'm gonna go upstairs and see if Aki or my mom didn't leave their windows open just to be safe. Do you mind if I wait for you in your room? We already finished checking down here anyway. I don't mind, but is there any reason why you want to go there? Nah, I just like your room better than your living room. It's cozier. Plus, it smells of you, which is nice. What? My heart. My soul. Don't say stuff like that. It's embarrassing. Alright. Sorry. Alright, no windows left open and no obvious leakage. Wait. Obviously, no windows left open and no obvious leakages detected. Never seen leakages as a word before. My brain is shutting down once again. Help. I guess I can relax for a bit and just wait for the power to come back. June even messaged me while I was checking. So, it wasn't just here? I'm glad. We were freaking out a bit, thinking our power was cut. That sounds so sad. Like, I have such dark humor with that. It's like, oh, June, the problems of living in the lower middle class. But then again, I'm a horrible person for thinking that. I'm a bit worried why his power would be cut, but I'm not going to ask. I don't think he'd take too kindly to me prying about it. Shoichi, you in here? Oh, there he is. Boo! Shoichi jumps up from behind me and grabs me by the waist. lifting me into the air and spinning me around. Hold on, I'm just gonna reply to that. So, I got you. You're mine now. Shoichi, what are you doing? I'm just having a bit of harmless fun. He places me back on the ground and flips me around gently, landing a kiss on my lips, the ones between my hips. Jesus, that's not good for my heart. I'm just trying to be spontaneous. Yeah, well, you being spontaneous isn't good for my heart. Oh, sorry. I give him a quick kiss and turn around, walking up to my desk and taking a seat on the edge. Is everything in order? Yeah, the house is fine. Not going to come down on our heads, at least. Did you at least get an answer from June? Or from Jun-kun? He said the power is out there as well. Oof, that's not good. I tried asking Hithaka, but she and Mom don't live in the neighborhood, and she said the power is fine there. It's probably just a power line that got cut or something. Shouldn't take too long to restore it to normal. Sure, we just have to figure out what to do until then. We can just talk. Yes, we can talk. We could cuddle. That too. You don't sound very enthusiastic about it. This kind of thing is still a bit embarrassing for me, that's all. Okay. Why don't we just have sex instead? Shoichi walks closer to me, taking a seat by my side and placing a hand on my knee. So, I'm gonna ask. It's been a bit over a week since we started dating already. Well, things have been going pretty well between us, at least to me. Where do you stand on it? Honestly, I'm shocked with how well things have been. Really? I can only make out very few details of Shuichi's expression due to the darkness, my old friend. His dark fur not helping any, but I could tell from his voice that he's smiling widely right now. Well, from his voice and the fact that there's... from the voice and the fact that there's a little helicopter fan spinning around beside me. Yeah, sometimes when we get a bit more intimate, I have a moment where I go, whoa, what am I doing with Shoichi? But then that instinct goes away and I just feel comfortable. So, you don't feel like things have been going too fast? I haven't upset you or anything. Not at all. I'm pretty happy with how things have been going. To be honest, I'm pretty sure by now that I do like you like that. It's still a bit weird to admit that I have feelings for a guy, and you especially, but there's no way I can deny it anymore. You have no idea how happy it makes me. He wraps his arms around me, pulling me closer to him in a tight hug and burying my head on his shoulder. It's the same here, big guy. Shoichi kisses my forehead and pulls it away from me, grabbing my hand on top of my leg and squeezing it. Were you really afraid you had me were you really afraid you had made me uncomfortable? 17 seconds? Well, I've never been in a relationship before, so I didn't know how to handle things. I might have been a bit aggressive at times. Should I start with, like, the bottom? You mean horny? I don't know if I'd call it that. I was gonna say, this doesn't seem like yet. I'd be just a tad. I don't know if I'd call it that. I'd definitely call it that. Aki just bursts through the door like that. I'm trying to think of like that SpongeBob. Is it Fred? Frank, or whatever, the guy who goes, my leg! Remember the episode where where that guy just walks through the door, wherever Mr. Krabs just yeets him out? It's like Aki just does that. She's like, hello, Nico? Oh my god. I have kept you guys in so much suspense. I am sorry. I'm gonna keep going. I'd definitely call it that. Fine. Call it whatever you want. I was just a bit worried that it was too much is all. Well, the first time definitely was. But I've been getting more comfortable with that. It still makes me embarrassed, but I don't really mind. You mean that? Yeah. Why? Shoichi pulls me closer to him, leaning next to my ear and whispering to me. Well, I have to admit it's been hard for me to hold back, and I was kind of hoping we could go further today. Is that alright with you? Further? You mean... You know what I mean. Sex. He nods. His face is surprisingly neutral right now. I'm surprised he can keep a straight face while saying that. My face feels so hot right now, I'm sure you could cook an egg on my forehead. I'm not going to do anything you don't want me to do. If you say no, then I'll drop it. I was just hoping. Oh man, this would be a really big step. Am I ready for something like that? It's not like it'd be my first time. Oh my god, Ren. You guys are so obsessed with the 17 centimeters. Hell, wait. It's not like it'd be my first time. Okay. Hell, when I think about it, I have enough experience that I shouldn't bat an eye to it. But because it's a man, and Shuichi, I suddenly feel very vulnerable. Not that I mind that feeling. And I know I can trust Shuichi with anything. I know he'd never do anything to hurt me. Well, we're both guys, so, how would that even work? You want me to explain gay sex to you? It's already taken everything I have to stay calm right now. If I had to explain... No. It's fine. I think I could pretty much guess. It's not like it's rocket science. I don't even know why I asked. So, you're nervous too? It didn't look like it. Of course I'm nervous. Look at what I'm asking you. No matter what answer you give me, it's still gonna be nerve-wracking. My heart is racing here. For some reason, that thought comforts me. I want to try. I take a deep breath, trying to calm my racing heart. I shouldn't be so nervous. I'm the one with experience here. I should be the one trying to make him more comfortable. No, there's no chance that's happening. Can't calm down at all. I want to try. I'm just really nervous, so I don't know if I can do things properly. It's okay. Just, let me take the lead. How are you going to take the lead? You've never done this before. True, but I've been preparing. That kind of sounds wrong to say. I'm afraid of what that preparedness of his means. He read all the sexes. He did all the sex, so he knows how to do it. Anyway, gotta be serious now. Do you, you have lube, right? Yes, I do. And hearing you ask for it just sounds really awkward. Sorry. I fall on the soft surface of my bed. What's the big deal? He envelops me in a hug, lying on the bed next to me and snuggling close. Back at it again with the Shoichi in bed scene. Sorry. I didn't mean to be that forceful. He settles himself next to me and just both of us on the bed. And censor begone. Begone, censor. He quickly covers himself up with a blanket, as if he still had a need to hide himself. I wanted us to cuddle a bit. To be honest, I feel completely drained. Same. Same here, Shoichi. I'm just so tired from this day. Might be because you drained yourself inside of me. Was that good for you? Do you even have to ask? Of course I did. And I got to become one with you. Become one? Come on, that's a little cheesy. Well, really? I thought it'd be cute. It's what I was thinking of while we were doing it. No, that's really, really cheesy. Who the hell says that sort of thing out loud? Wait a minute. Is there a box around Shoichi's head? Wait. There's a box around Shoichi's head. You see the little outline. Don't think I didn't notice. Wait, so what was the line? No, that's really, really cheesy. Who says that sort of thing out loud? Hey, me? Yeah? I love you. He scuttles up closer to me, kissing me on the lips. The actual lips. Thank you. I really like you too. You're really cute. One day, I'm going to make you say that you love me back. Yeah. This is really embarrassing. I'm starting to feel a little drowsy. Me too. Guys, I'm just getting really drowsy at this point. I thought Shoichi played volleyball, not boxing. Oh, brother. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just really tired. I bet. We did exert ourselves a lot more than I thought we would. Sex is really tiring, huh? How can you say something like that with such an innocent smile on your face? It's weird to be so casual about this. Maybe I'm the one who's... Or maybe I'm the ones who... Oh. Or maybe I'm the one who's weird. Maybe we should... Hold on, I can speak, I swear. I'm not too tired. Maybe we should sleep for a little. I know I don't want to get up from here. I just want to hold you and sleep. That sounds good. Shoichi huddles closer to me, wrapping his arms a little tighter around me. I close my eyes and nuzzle his neck, feeling the soft fur stroking my face as I do so. The sound of rain and Shoichi's peaceful breathing quickly lulled me into sleep. I don't even try to resist the tendrils of drowsiness latch onto me. My chest feels like it might burst from happiness. No, that's it! My chest feels like it might burst from happiness. I'm gonna save here. And hello everyone, this is it for our update. Wow, I've been practicing writing adult scenes for a while now, but I underestimated how much different it'd be writing them on the VN versus on short stories. To be honest, I'm not 100% confident on how it came out, and I'm totally open to fixing rewriting things if general consensus is that it's lacking. I would not say it's lacking at all. I think it was perfect, Basket. You did a perfect job with that. Let me just say other things you've written have been a lot more explicit. But this is perfect for the right circumstance. I like how it wasn't overdone. Like some novels, it's like first time, it's like, ooh, we gotta get into this. We gotta be sex pros. This was like taking it slow, and it just feels so perfect. I'm so happy about this game. Please give me your feedback on this, and it'll be greatly appreciated. Or give your feedback through a stream while you play the game. Until then, I hope you guys were able to enjoy this update, and I will see you all again soon. Bye! Okay, just making sure it's saved. 100 out of 10. Basket, if you're still here, my god, that was a good update. And I am so tired, so I probably have to end this ASAP. So hopefully I can just, if you're still here, maybe just say one last little hi and get your opinion about how I did. Because man, that was a blast. I'm hoping to do a tennis day summed up for this episode 2 if Cetus is available. He's been busy doing the Ave Adastran's outtakes, and I'm not sure how far he's gone yet. I've sent him the clips, he hasn't said much, but I think once he's done with that, or if he's up to the task, I'll lend him this and tell him to go crazy. To go stupid. Go crazy. Yeah, I agree, Light. Basket did a great job. And yeah, almost 3.5 hours does make me tired, especially when I start at 9 o'clock or 8:45. Oh, thanks, Basket. I'm happy. But yeah, talk about a 7-incher there. That was pleasing. So yeah, before I pass out midstream and end up accidentally streaming my entire time of sleeping, that is all I have for this episode. And until next time, take care, guys.